What's going on, all my great people? Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. Anthony Joshua set for a record payday of nearly $30 million from Gerald Big Baby Miller fight at Madison Square Garden. The unified heavyweight champion is set for his biggest payday yet if he travels to New York to face the undefeated American. Anthony Joshua is set for a record payday if he decides to fight Gerald Miller in New York. According to reports, last week news broke suggesting terms had been agreed for the two unbeaten heavyweights to face off at Madison Square Garden in June for Joshua's world titles. And while it remains to be seen if the WBA Super, WBO, and IBF champion will accept, reports are suggesting he will earn his best ever purse if he does so. According to The Independent, Joshua is set to pocket between $25 to $30 million this summer if he fights Miller. Incredible, considering Big Baby is probably the fourth choice opponent in Joshua's mind. The bulk of the money is set to come from DAZN, the streaming service on which the fight will be shown in America, and who have a lucrative long-term contract with promoter Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing. Despite talks of a unification fight with the WBC champion Deontay Wilder, it appears as though the Bronze Bomber is willing to run back his controversial draw with Tyson Fury. Fury is currently waiting to confirm his rematch with Deontay Wilder this year. And Dillian White, who is also promoted by Hearn and Matchroom, turned down a third and final offer to headline Wembley on April the 13th for a reported $6 million fee. Although it was not planned at this stage for the 29-year-old to try to crack America. Hearn admitted this was a daring move by the Brit. We have got to do something a little bit out of the ordinary, Hearn said. Something a little bit left field, which we look like we will be doing in fighting Miller. But sometimes I sit down and think, what a great move. We're going to go and open a completely different market. And once these Americans see Anthony Joshua in the ring and out of the ring, this guy is going to be a massive, massive star over there. So I agree with Eddie Hearns. Joshua coming over to the United States, coming over to America, like I said in my last video, it's a great thing. It's a great thing for Joshua to come over to the United States. And by him coming over to the United States, fighting Big Baby Gerald Miller, is a great thing. Coming over to another country to prove that he is the best by fighting a worthy opponent like Big Baby Gerald Miller. You know, I feel that Anthony Joshua coming over to the United States is going to show a lot of people that this is one of the best heavyweights. And the reason why DAZN is willing to put a lot of money behind Anthony Joshua is because they know and they believe that Anthony Joshua will be able to generate a lot of money. That's why they're able to put so much money behind him. There is no other heavyweight that's receiving the amount of money that Anthony Joshua is receiving for a fight. No other heavyweight is receiving the amount of money Anthony Joshua is receiving for a fight. You don't hear about Tyson Fury making 15 million, 20 million to 30 million to fight Deontay Wilder. You don't hear Deontay Wilder making 15 million to 20 million to 30 million to fight Tyson Fury or anybody else. That only shows you guys that fighters like Canelo, they're able to put so much money behind these guys. And DAZN have a lot of money. It's a lot of money into DAZN. That's why they're able to give fighters that's able to generate, and fighters that are a big draw. Fighters that are a big draw. That they know that's going to generate a lot of money. They are a draw. They are a big draw. So they know they're going to generate a lot of money. Fighters like Canelo. Why you think Canelo has a contract with DAZN? The same with Anthony Joshua. They are big draws. You know, they are big stars. So all Anthony Joshua have to do is come over to the United States and prove himself in the United States and look impressive. And there you go. He's going to conquer another country. But he's already getting a career high payday, you know, a career high payday to fight Big Baby Gerald Miller. And this is Big Baby Gerald Miller. This is not like he's fighting Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. He's getting $30 million. He's been offered $30 million and he's only fighting Big Baby Gerald Miller. Big Baby Gerald Miller is not a bigger name than it's not a bigger name than Deontay Wilder. Big Baby Gerald Miller is not a bigger name than Tyson Fury. Big Baby Gerald Miller is not a bigger name than Dillian White. Maybe he's more known in the United States versus any other country. I understand that. He may be, you know, he may have a little recognition over in the United States. But at the same time, you know, he's still not a bigger name. He's not a bigger draw than Dillian White. You know, he could be possibly, when it comes to the United States, he could be possibly neck and neck with Dillian White. You know, honestly, when it comes to, you know, who's the bigger draw and who's the bigger name fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Dillian White, another country, you know, so that's understandable. But at the same time, Anthony Joshua is still getting paid $25 to $30 million. You know, you don't see Deontay Wilder making that kind of money. You don't see Tyson Fury making that kind of money. You don't see Big Baby Gerald Miller making that kind of money. You don't see Dillian White making that kind of money. You can see a fighter in a lower weight class like Canelo making that kind of money. Or if Mayweather was to come back and fight somebody else, you know, come back out of retirement and fight somebody else, then he can make that kind of money. He can make $30 million easy. Just like Canelo can make $15 million easy. Anthony Joshua can make $15 million easy to $25 million to $30 million. DAZN have that kind of money to put behind these fighters. DAZN have that kind of money to invest in these fighters. The reason why they invest a certain amount of money into certain fighters like Anthony Joshua and Canelo is because they know that these fighters can generate them a lot of money. They know that these fighters are big draws. And they know that these fighters have big fan bases and stuff like that, and have a big fan base, and have one fighter have a country behind him, the other fighter have a country behind him. So they know, and they also been watching in a few other countries, so they know that these fighters have star power. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're able to invest the kind of money that they invest into these fighters, because they know they're going to be able to generate a lot of money. With these fighters like Canelo and Anthony Joshua. That's the honest truth. So ain't no reason for other boxing channels that's against Joshua to be hating on Joshua, because this is the truth. Anthony Joshua is not making the kind of money. They're not going to offer Deontay Wilder the kind of money that they're offering Anthony Joshua, because he's not a bigger draw. He may be somewhat of a bigger draw in the United States, but if Anthony Joshua come over to the United States and already receiving a higher purse, or offered way more money than Deontay Wilder, coming over to the United States, already being offered $30 million to fight Big Baby Jarrell Miller, and then we're going to have to see how well the fight do, because it is in the United States and not the United Kingdom, so we got to see how well the fight do, and I don't know if I believe it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a pay-per-view or not. I got to go back and do my homework, but all I know, see how well the fight do. See how many, how well Joshua do over here in the United States. But it's already a good look for Anthony Joshua, because he comes in the United States. He got the DAZN offering him $30 million to fight Big Baby Jarrell Miller over here in the United States. And Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury can't even get that amount of money. Can't even get that amount of money fighting over here in the United States. And Tyson Fury fighting against Deontay Wilder is the bigger fight. As far as the two of the top heavyweights fighting against each other. So the Deontay Wilder is a big draw, right? He's supposed to be a big draw, right? Tyson Fury is supposed to be a big draw, right? But you don't hear them getting offered $30 million. You don't hear them getting offered $25 million. So I don't know what they're going to be. I don't know what their purse is going to be going into the rematch, but trust me when I tell you this, it will not be on the level of Anthony Joshua. It will not be on the level of Anthony Joshua. They will not go into the rematch receiving no $25 to $30 million. Tyson Fury is known in the United Kingdom, yes, but not so big in the United States. Deontay Wilder, known in the United States, but he only have like, I hate to say this, but he only have like in the entire country, he only have like 15% or maybe 20% of I say 20% of the United States, or people who watches him in the United States, only about 20%. Where you have like 50%, maybe 50% that watches Tyson Fury in the United Kingdom, and you have about like 80% who watches Anthony Joshua in the United Kingdom. So if Anthony Joshua was to come over to the United States and take over that market, then that like we read in the article, that will make him a massive star, because he's already a big star in one country, and maybe a few other countries other than the United States. So if he come over and conquer the United States, that makes him an even bigger star. So I wish Anthony Joshua nothing but the best. Other boxing channels can't hate on Anthony Joshua. They can't bring up this $50 million offer situation, because we already know what the we already know that the $50 million offer, we already know the situation behind the $50 million offer and why he couldn't accept that $50 million. We already know the truth. We already know the truth. So you can't keep bringing up that. Anthony Joshua received $30 million, but Anthony Joshua received $30 million, but he didn't want to receive the $50 million. That's BS. Nobody don't want to hear that no more, because that has already been exposed. So it can't talk about, can't keep bringing that up. And you guys bring that up, other boxing channels, especially channels that's part of the LDBC, that's against Joshua, that don't want to. That just feels that Eddie Hearns is telling lies, and Eddie Hearns don't be keeping it real. Anthony Joshua is acting like he want to fight these fighters, but he's really ducking with these lowball offers. But the thing is, you guys will do whatever you guys will do whatever it takes to try to make Anthony Joshua look bad. But at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua is going to continue, and Eddie Hearn and Team Joshua is going to continue to make you guys look bad. Because you guys going to sit there and you guys going to hate on Anthony Joshua. This man making $30 million to come over here in the United States. But I guarantee you that Deontay Wilder couldn't go over there to the United Kingdom and make no $30 million. He wouldn't get offered $30 million to go fight in the United Kingdom. So, this man's being offered $30 million to come fight in the United States. That's already a good look. And a chance to conquer the United States. And a chance to grow in the United States. So people can, some people may know Anthony Joshua, but become an even bigger star in the United States. I have the utmost respect for Anthony Joshua. The utmost respect. And I have respect for a champion, a unified heavyweight champion willing to go over to another country to fight a worthy opponent, to fight an opponent like Big Baby Jerry Miller. I have the utmost respect. And being offered $25 to $30 million to do so. Because he can receive that kind of money because he's a big draw already. And he's going to have a lot of United Kingdom. You're going to have a lot of UK fans coming over to support him. That lets you know that a fighter that is a big star, that generates a lot of money, and that's an entertaining fighter, that's what he's able to bring to the table. His fans, a career high payday, and generate star power. That's what a champion like Anthony Joshua can do. That's like Canelo Alvarez. That's like Manny Pacquiao. That's like Floyd Mayweather. They can do those type of things because they have draw power, star power, and they're able to generate, and they are big stars. So I'm not hating. Deontay Wilder is somewhat of a star. He's not a bigger star than these guys I just named. Tyson Fury is somewhat of a big star, and he did his thing over here in the United States. So I utmost respect to Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury has a lot of youth in the United Kingdom, a lot of fans in the United Kingdom. He's a star in the United Kingdom, a bigger star in the United Kingdom than Deontay Wilder is in the United States. Facts. But anyway, this is Andrew Tucker World. You guys make sure you comment. You guys make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. You guys let me know how you feel about this situation about Anthony Joshua coming to the United States to fight Big Baby Jerry Miller, and what you just comment. Please comment. Please like. Please share this video. But I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys for showing love. All my subscribers, love and respect. But you guys make sure you comment. You guys make sure you hit the like button. Guys, make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video come out, or if another video drops. So guys, do that. Other than that, much love, much respect. I'm Andrew Tucker. Welcome to Andrew Tucker World, and I'm out. Peace. God bless.